And we're going to go straight to the PC box, and we're going to reminisce a little bit about some of the minor Pokemon here. So obviously we've got our starter Chestnut, who we got at the very start of this adventure and has been with us the whole time. And then Charizard, we went for a long time just with it was Chespin and Quilladin at that time, but went for quite a little bit of time with just one Pokemon, and then we got Charizard, we got Charmander, then evolved into Charmeleon, and then Charizard put on our team. Then we spent a very long time, well, not even a very long time, just like a normal amount of time, I guess, looking for a Honedge, which we then got into a Doublade, and is now an Aegislash after a whole playthrough's worth of crying because I couldn't find. There was no sign of a Duskstone anywhere until Terminus Cave. So then what did we do? Oh yeah, we were in Glittering Cave, and we dealt with Team Flare in there. That was the first time we ever met them. And then we ended up getting a Jaw Fossil for our troubles, revived that, and we ended up with Tyrant, who's now our Tyrantrum. Very strong team member. One of my favourites. One of my personal favourites to use in this playthrough. And we got an Eevee at the end of a random stream. I think it was just after beating the second gym. Got an Eevee, and then I did some like off-screen stuff. Evolved it immediately into Sylveon, and it has been a monster. I was just talking about that. Oh my god. Such a strong Pokemon. One of the MVPs of this team for sure. And finally, we got our Clawitzer. Final member we added to our team. We had to wait a little while until we could get the Good Rod before we could catch a Clauncher and then evolve it to Clawitzer. Sort of took a little time for this guy to get like fully good, but once he did, he hits hard. Hits hard, he's good for those fire types and stuff, so yeah. And now, the bit players, the ones that we just sort of ended up getting along our journey here. So, this fletchling we caught in like the second episode of the playthrough and immediately boxed because I realised that Chespin got rollout, so I didn't even really need it for bug types. Then we got that Snorlax that we woke up with the Pokeflute. Got a Zubat here. I think the thinking behind this one was I wanted to see if he could learn Cut. And then this Eevee was the original one I caught before I realised that it didn't have a fairy type move and it wouldn't learn one. Then we got Absol, who was on our team for a long time because he got enough XP from the XP share to get to level 32. Yeah, he was our guy who could use Cut for a while. Then we got this Lucario from Corina. Yeah, I used this exact Lucario in both the other playthroughs I've done of this game, so I'm kind of glad I got to mix it up a bit this time. But still a pretty cool Pokemon regardless, and that Mega is so cool. So Lapras, we got to use Surf. Yeah, we basically got given this Lapras because it was basically the game's way of being like, oh, you probably don't have a Pokemon that can surf unless you pick the water starter, so take this. But yeah, so used that for a little bit to surf around, and then we got Clauncher, so. And finally Xerneas, the Pokemon we saved from Team Flare and Lysander. Yeah, so that whole that whole arc with Team Flare. I guess I'll talk about it right now. I think it kind of sucks. I think story-wise, this game is quite weird. The SE stuff, the whole like lore around that, like the war and stuff that Kalos was in with another region, that stuff is so cool. But when Team Flare's involvement when it all boils down, like basically Team Flare's goal isn't really clear. It's just kind of cut and dry, like sort of like it's stuff we've seen before in Pokemon, I guess, and it's stuff that we would eventually come to see again, which it kind of started a bad trend, I feel like. And I know like Pokemon games story wise, like they are most of the time very like just hit and miss, very like sort of cookie cutter stuff, but this game's especially disappointing story-wise, coming off of Gen 5, which was amazing. The best Pokemon story to this day still. Haven't played Gen 9 yet, and I know there's some good stuff there. And then even like its immediate successor, Gen 7, also did a lot of stuff really well. And there was a lot of potential with this game, and it feels kind of weird. There's a lot of like weird missed potential with this, and I'm very glad that it's coming back around now, and we're getting Legends EA. So I have huge hopes for that game, and I'm really looking forward to shameless plug playing that on the channel when it comes around. What is that, like October 3rd? I placed my pre-order yesterday, so hopefully get that on release day and just start streaming it. But yeah, that's all I'll really say for now about that. I could definitely go into more detail about it, but I just kind of wanted to like kind of express my kind of distaste with Team Flare in general, especially that sort of last little segment. I mean, Lysander is a very cool design. And also, I mentioned this at the time, but the fact that like you battle Lysander 3 times in this game, and they are basically within the same like, I'm gonna say like hour and a half of time, which it's just weirdly paced as well. I suppose is kind of the issue. Yeah, it's very weirdly paced. That's what I'll say about it. Is adapting to any opposing trainer the sign of real strength? Or is strength more about staying true to my own style? I am not sure, bud. Alright, we don't need repels anymore. Defeating the champion is one step to growing stronger. I guess I should wait to say that after defeating the champion. I'm gonna do it first. The Pokemon League is a place where you challenge the Elite Four, known as the strongest Pokemon trainers, and the champion who reigns over them. Not for long. Alright, with all that said, we took a look, we reflected back on our team. Oh, one more thing I'll just say. This is the coolest team. This is probably one of the coolest teams I've ever personally built. I like it a lot, and I'm glad one of the coolest teams I've ever built has been the team I build for like my first playthrough for content of a main series Pokemon game. I mean, the first one I'm gonna finish anyway. Alright, so with all that said and done, let's go right ahead and get into this, our final challenge, the Pokemon League. Look at this cool ass building. I've always said Kalos it has some amazing settings, like buildings and stuff. Tower of Mastery, shout out to that. The Elite Four await you at the Pokemon League. Specialties are Fire, Water, Steel and Dragon. Choose to battle them in any order you please. All you need to do is win and move on. Okay. Sure you're ready for this? One more step and you'll have to beat every one of the Elite Four or be defeated. There'll be no other escape for you. Alright, let's go ahead and save the game. We've almost been It's been almost 20 hours on this save file. Not all of that is from stream. Like there is like maybe about like an hour of time I spent like doing Pokemon ME with getting that EV to evolve. Alright. Let's go straight into this. Who is this? We recognize her from some of the holo clips we've seen. You're the illustrious Skybird, are you? How do you know me? Welcome at last to the Pokemon League. I'm one of the Elite Four. People know me as the Fire-type Pokemon user Malva. Here in the Pokemon League, you'll encounter the four of us, the Elite Four, and our champion. If you hope to meet the champion and challenger here, you must first defeat the four of us. Do your best, because if you can't impress us with your real strength, you'll never get to battle her. But it should be a walk in the park for you, right? The hero who destroyed Big Bad Team Flare. Oh, someone has got a chip on their shoulder. Something tells me you were a bit of a Team Flare fan. Alright. Let's go right ahead. Okay, no, that's not the one I want to go into first. Which one is it? Blazing Chamber, yeah. I want to battle her first. Because she was just talking all kinds of smack about us. She deserves to suffer. Alright, let's do it. Blazing Chamber it is. And I think we'll do Fire, Water, Steel, Dragon. I think that's the order we'll do. That's the order I normally do. Whoa. Cool. Alright. Welcome, challenger, to my Blazing Chamber. I'm Malva. I shall be your opponent today. Alright. Versus Malva. Gonna lead off with a Pyroar. Ah, you've got a female Pyroar. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know if it's ever like properly made explicit, but Malva is basically like a member of Team Flare. I think. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, she definitely is anyway. She plays a lot more of a role, an active role in the manga. Alright, Pyroar's gonna go down. But I think it's kind of interesting. Like, it's only really told to us here through like subtext, but... Oh, Dragon Pulse, yeah, I will take that for sure. What do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of Muddy Water. Because we've already got Surf, which basically does the same job. Except it lowers accuracy. Yeah, no. Yeah, let's just get some more type coverage for Clawitzer here. Alrighty, Tyrantrum level 65. Talonflame, okay. That is fine with me. You're gonna Brave Bird. That could be kind of... Oh, lived it. I kind of didn't expect to. Okay, you're gonna live my attack too though. Let's go ahead and... Hyper Potion. Okay, you're gonna full restore as well. That's fine by me. Let's just completely reset and go again. Oh, I also forgot to swap out the items. We'll do that after this battle. We've got time. Okay. Get the confusion. Okay, I can live another attack here. Oh, you're going full restore. Snap out of confusion. Oh, that's kind of annoying. But, oh well. At least that's like what I assume are her two full restores all used up. Can't see her having many more than that. Okay, Torkoal next. That is completely fine. Doubt there's much Torkoal can do to me here. Ah, Stone Edge. That's a powerful move. Charizard knows. Okay. Torkoal down. And her last Pokemon, Chandelure. Okay. Clawitzer's looking quite low here. So... I know Chandelure's quite fast. Okay, what if I just stay in and heal up? And see what this Chandelure does. Okay, you're just gonna Shadow Ball. Ooh, that was quite a bit of damage. But I think should be okay. No, we're not gonna be okay. That was terrible math. Okay, right. Go in it, Aegis Slash, hope we're faster, I guess, could be the move. Okay, we're not faster. That is worrying, but Aegis Slash is gonna live because he's the GOAT. Okay, and even if Aegis Slash goes down here, we could just swap in the Sylveon. Okay, nice. Okay, easy enough. Sort of let myself down there, letting Clauncher die, but honestly, Elite Four, this is to be expected. This ain't gym leaders anymore. But that is one of them down anyway. Fantastic, utterly fantastic. I'll report to all the world the news of you and your Pokemon dominating the Pokemon League. I am a Holocaster star after all. Heh, I'm such a busy woman. 3 more members of the Elite Four stand between you and the champion. Take that elevator there to return to the main hall if you're ready for them. Okay. I am ready. But before that, let's heal everyone up. Because, even that first battle sort of took a little bit out of us. Well, I mean, we only had to use 2 of our team. Still definitely took quite a bit out. Okay. And let's... First of all, let's put... Where is that? Miracle Seed, yeah. Give that to Chestnut. And give the Rocky Helmet here to Tyrantrum. And that is going to be our item setup for this last little segment. Okay, so I'm assuming this is going to be the... Yeah, okay. Flood Chamber. Was I of assistance, Mario? That just made me think of Flood from Mario Sunshine. Was I able to be of assistance? Oh man. I've got such Nintendo brain rot. Alright. Oh, that little intro goes hard. That goes too hard for a water type guy. That was even harder than Malva's. No, I simply can't say. You there, young man, I have a question I must pose to you. Do you think Pokemon battling can ever be worthy of being called an art? Yes, absolutely it is. Indeed. See, cooking is the type of art that disappears as soon as it's completed. Pokemon battles are the same. Even memories of sweet victories soon fade after the battle ends. To devote yourself entirely to such a life, made up of fleeting experiences, that is truly artful. If you say so, bud. Versus Siebold. You got a Clawitzer too. Man of culture. Alright. Let's go ahead, Woodhammer. Nice and easy. Down already. Chestnut is gonna absolutely wreck. Okay, Stormy. Let's stay in. I mean, there's a chance you could have a psychic move, and you are really fast actually, but... Yep, what did I tell you? But I'm okay, never mind. I was gonna say I'm bulky. That was a crit. That was a crit, to be fair. Okay. Aegislash. Oh no, Stormy isn't even psychic type, right? It just sort of has vaguely psychic type moves. Oh no, it is psychic type. Ah. That's good to know. Okay, Gyarados. Huh. What do I do here? I guess I'll stay in. Guess I will stay in. Go for just Shadow Claw again, I guess. I don't really have a direct answer. That I don't have a safe switch for Gyarados. Like Tyrantrum could go and use rock moves, but okay, that is going to be Aegislash down. Okay, this is definitely going to be trouble. This is definitely going to be trouble. Okay, let's go for a head smash. Okay, nice, you lived, okay. Probably won't live the recoil off this head smash though, but... Okay, that was good, that was good. That was a valuable sacrifice. Right, so I'll go Sylveon. And then I'm going to use a max revive on Chestnut. Bring him back out. Barbarical, okay. Let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what? We'll just use a normal revive. Because I don't know how many max revives we have. Okay, we've only got 3, so... Probably should be careful with that. Revive Chestnut. You just Stone Edge me, that is fine. Did quite a considerable bit of damage to Sylveon though. Maybe Sylveon can handle this actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely could. Nice. Oh, I feel like that was like Chestnut's battle, or it was supposed to be, but I fumbled it. That's fine though. And with that, that is the second of the Elite Four down. I shall store my memory of you and your Pokemon forever away within my heart. Okay.